Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first ever um, time lapsed drawing video with commentary. Um, I have never tried commentary before, so I apologize if I am horribly awkward and say stupid things or repeat the word like a lot, like in my first attempt to record this. But let's get on to the drawing. So, I have always loved Hannah Montana. Um, and there was this trend, I guess, on Instagram where people would draw something that they drew in 2006 and then redraw it, and naturally, a lot of people drew it better. And I was really wanting, I always love redrawing things just because it really shows how far you've come. I highly recommend it to anyone. And I don't know, it's just like I get this really nice feeling. Like I used to always draw Hannah Montana when I was younger, and like around fifth grade through seventh probably, and I would constantly be made fun of for it, and uh, it wasn't enjoyable. No one likes being bullied, but one thing I'm really happy about that I kind of take pride in is that even though I won't like some days I was like borderline miserable, I did not let that stop me from drawing Hannah Montana if I really wanted to. Like, and I guess that's sorry, I have a cold, just like everyone else around the season. But that's like, I think the biggest message I could ever give someone or advice is that just because just you should never stop doing what you love because someone else doesn't approve. But I totally just talked past my the way I do my not line art. There's a little bit of line art in this, but I really love working with outlines in Photoshop. I just think it looks really nice, and it's really I love playing with shapes a lot. The irony of this dress, and so yeah, I just really enjoy that. But um, so I did all that, and now I'm onto the shapes, and let me just tell you, those shapes were not fun. Um, well, they're fun, but like they're not fun to draw, and I tried many different ways to make them, which I actually cut out the other different ways because the video was getting too long for my taste. And eventually, I just honestly copied and pasted the dress from the picture, the actual picture of Hannah Montana that I have up in my other tabs. And I kind of cheated, but I show no shame in it. I'll embrace my cheating. Um, unless you cheat on a test, don't cheat on a test. That's bad. But so yeah, this is me just picking the shapes. Oh wait, nope, never mind. Sorry, it's the hair. Um, Something I think people sometimes miscommunicate about my art is that I feel like sometimes some people are like, "Oh my god, it's so detailed," and I just want to say like, in reality, if you look up real close, it's not like crazy detailed. Like I did not draw like every strand of her hair. I guess the way I would put it is that I like give the illusion that it's hair, but I really like to keep things like I wanted to keep like a nice shape to it, but like the shading itself, not really. Like the brush really helps with this. But yeah, oh my god, the brushes I use, I have the brush that I preset I use is I think it's called Kyle's Mega Box, and I'll put it in the description. But it's just this is not sponsored. Um, I wish, but it's just a really great brush set that I like. There's just so many brushes, so many that I don't even use um, that come with it. It's got like over 100, and the one I use a lot is New Pastel, but it's just they're great. Uh, New Pastel one is like a little bit like kind of like chalky, and so it's really nice if you want to do like really subtle like shading. Like I'm saying like so much, I'm so sorry, but uh, something I just totally talked past is one thing that I did not think about when I originally sketched this on paper. I have the drawing to the right of me, and it's completely rhinestoned, and that was not fun. Like in real time, it literally probably took me like a half hour just to draw all of those dots, and there's more coming down the video for yeah, but those just weren't great. But I guess I just love the look of this outfit, and I just wanted to capture it, so I couldn't not do the rhinestones. Um, so yeah. One thing that you might not have noticed that I did a while back, and I'll talk about it now since there's like I'm doing this, is I once learned like I think one of the best things I learned in art. Well, one thing I the best thing I've ever learned in Photoshop is how to flip your canvas horizontally. That's heaven. But my second favorite is someone once told me to like stop using like regular black. Like if something's black, if I'm drawing it, you shouldn't use like the actual color black. You should use like a really really dark blue so that it brings like it. I think it's supposed to create like a like depth to it, but also it's supposed to get. I think it gives it more life personally. So yeah, my two advices for this advices. My two things for the I oh, okay, I'm gonna move on. But now I'm doing the shoes, and once again, just like the dress, I loved these shoes to death, and I was never able to draw them, and it was honestly kind of like a form of torture. And now that I've drawn heels for quite a few years, I was like, I'm gonna draw these, and they're gonna look good, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. Um, I think I liked the shoes so much in the past because they were just unique from anything I had seen before. So used to seeing heels, I was like, ooh, wedges. That's also how I found out the word wedges. That's off topic. But now I'm doing her jewelry. Um, her, I always think they're iconic to this dress is like the colored bracelets. And then there's like a clump of bracelets on the other side. But now you can see my little bit of line art that I chose for this. So I use lineless, but or my style is lineless for this, but I still really there are some times where like I just have to put lines. Like I usually try to like put lines just kind of in the face and anywhere if it like really needs it. But for this one particularly, I just did her face because I thought everything else was pretty detailed without it. But I can't render a nose, so I draw a line. I did try to add like good shading to her face though, and her lips, and you can see me on the struggle bus with her teeth right now. Something I noticed is that Miley Cyrus smiles with her like when she smiles. I'm smiling right now. Her like you don't see her bottom row of teeth. You just see like a lot. Like you basically just see her top row of teeth. I can't talk today. I'm sorry, but I eventually just decided to go for like open mouth, like kind of like excited. And now I'm doing the microphone, shading the microphone, and yeah, I don't know. I'm so happy that I can finally do like straight lines in Photoshop because that microphone stand would be impossible. So now, oh, her eye color. Miley Cyrus has like almost like a grayish green color of eye color, and it was tricky to capture it like really because I didn't want it looking gray and I didn't want it too blue because she doesn't have blue eyes. Um, this is around the time where I finally got her leggings right. Her leggings have like a shimmery quality to them, so I was really happy when I got those, and I just added a like light source to her face where I noticed in the picture because it's like on a in a studio, and she's posing. And the lights, she definitely would have like highlights on her cheeks, I think, just to like make it pop, which she definitely does pop. I love that picture. But now, one of the last things I did is the background. And I first tried one thing that I at first thought was a genius idea. And naturally, being me, I try something I think will be genius, and it doesn't turn out genius. But it worked out in the end, so that's good. But yeah, here's me just like I noticed that I think it's like a wall of shimmer behind her, and I was trying to create that aspect of like just a shimmery wall, and I want to say streamers, but that's not what they are. Oh, more rhinestones. The fun begins or continues. But yeah, the background, around this time I was like kind of like I almost settled on it, but I was like I worked so hard on everything else. I was like I can't settle. I just can't. That's so sad. But yeah, I just was really not liking how like gray it looked compared to like the picture where it's just there's so much life in the entire composition of that picture of Miley or Hannah in that case. But you know, here's where Dylan begins to do right. Um, uh, where is it? There it is. I went through my brush pack and I found like kind of like a splattery brush, and I thought that it took away my I don't think it has more like enough of like as much as a stringy quality as like the shimmery like I don't even know what they would be called, but I just eventually was like she could be behind a glitter wall, and I honestly thought it looked fine, so I just kind of went with it. One thing I do have, because New Year's resolutions, this is an official one, so don't quote me, but it's to work on backgrounds more. But now you can see the signature. I thought someone came home. Me attempting a light source. That did not go well. Oh, and color correcting. And now we have the end product. And I would like to thank everyone for watching this video and to subscribe. I ran out of time. Ooh.